What's going on, people? Welcome back. Only Fact Sports. You already know what it is. We're here live for Johnny Fisher versus Dave Allen 2. You know what I'm saying? Revenge or repeat. You know how that goes. And I tell you what, yeah, we've had so much boxing on in the last couple months that we had a week off last week. And I've missed it. I've missed being live. I've missed being live with the man. I've missed you lot in the chat. Do you know what I'm saying? Put a like on the video as you're coming in. As you can see, somebody is running late. Somebody's running late. Somebody was supposed to be here at 8:30. It is now 9:30, and that somebody is still not here. Do you know what I'm saying? But Dave Allen doing his ring walk right now. Obviously, they fought before in Saudi. I can't even remember. I think it was which undercard was it? I think it was in Saudi. Big up Ravage in the chat. You already know what it is. Big up all the man in the chat. Dave Allen coming through. A lot of people talking about Dave Allen's weight. I was gonna go live for the undercard, but there were some little man fights. You know what? The fight before this actually fairly entertaining, to be fair. The guy, I think, one of the young whippersnappers, flipping got dropped 3 or 4 times in that fight. So it's actually more entertaining than I gave it credit for. But I was just like, you know what? Man can't really sit here and talk about that kind of fight because I don't know anything about the fighters. But Dave Allen, Johnny Fisher, you know, we're here for knockouts. I know, man, mostly some man want to see the technical art of boxing and this and that and all the rest of it. But really, man, want to see knockouts in it. We're probably going to see knockouts tonight, or a knockout tonight anyway, because like I say, Dave Allen, Johnny Fisher coming up now. Who do I want to see win? You know what? Yeah, what I like about these types of fights is not a big fight, obviously, but I'm not bothered. Like, I don't have a favorite. Like, I think obviously, like a lot of people, I'm leaning slightly towards Dave Allen because of the injustice he had. A lot of people that don't like Eddie Hearn. Leaning towards Dave Allen as well, because obviously Johnny Fisher was at one time like one of Eddie Hearn's kind of real up and coming kind of prospects. Do you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people wanted to see those plans kind of scuppered. And Dave Allen, you know, he's just a game good lad. Do you know what I'm saying? He's like a good lad. People like him. You know, what more can you say about him? He's quite realistic and sensible. He knows where he's at in his career. He's had some good wins. I think he said in an interview this week, Lucas Brown is probably the biggest win of his career, which is valid. You know, ex-world champion. But you know, Johnny Fisher. I mean, the thing is with Johnny Fisher, I don't know how far he can go. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I would like to see Johnny Fisher win if I felt like, you know, we've got Fabio Wardley, Wagwan Texas. What are you saying, my bro? I would like to see Johnny Fisher win, yeah, if I really believed that Johnny Fisher could go and mix it up with an AJ who's now a little bit washed up, right? A Wardley, Matoma. Like, if I thought that he could mix it up with any of these guys, then it would be good to see him win because it's another name that could get thrown in the heavyweight mix. Do you know what I'm saying? Especially in Britain, and just keep things interesting. So we have a lot of different title content, but I don't really see him doing that, to be fair. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't really know. Obviously, that was the plan. He was 17-0. Well, I think he was 16-0 before the last fight, and I think, you know, obviously he got dropped in the last fight, and I think that kind of ruined the plans a little bit because man are looking at it thinking, you know what, yeah, if you're going to get dropped by Dave Allen, you're going to get moved to by Wardley, or you're going to get smashed up by Atoma. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Just with Dave Allen, with where he's at in his career. Dave Allen's got power, so it's not even a disrespect to the power, but this is not a man who takes the craft seriously. This is not a man who's coming in tip-top shape. This is a random man coming from the pub who hits hard. Do you know what I'm saying? Johnny Fisher making his ring walk right now, by the way. Gotta say, big up to Palace, by the way. What phase is Glasner in? Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's mad, bro. It is. Do you know what I like about the Palace win? I'll tell you what I do like. Yeah, all banter aside. Obviously, I'm an Arsenal fan. We ain't won a trophy this year, but what's dope is that we're gonna have so many teams in England, or so many different winners of so many different trophies. Do you know what I'm saying? What we've got is Liverpool for the league, Newcastle League Cup, Crystal Palace FA Cup, and then either Man United or Tottenham for the Europa League. Obviously, they're both rivals of mine. I'd rather Man United, obviously, because I'm an Arsenal fan. But that would be sick. Like, there's 4. I can't even remember who won the Community Shield at the beginning of the season. But I don't think it was any of those 4. I could be wrong. But that would be 5 of the trophies that are possible to win. There's 5 different winners, which I feel like we don't really get that often. We tend to have the big 6 dominating, and obviously be Liverpool for the league, and obviously Europa League, because they'll both be big 6 teams. But 2 non-big 6 teams winning the domestic trophies, I think is fire. Like, I think that is fire. Like, I think that is dead for us as Arsenal fans, particularly, but it's wavy for the league. Like, do you know what I'm saying? That's what the league is all about. Do you know what I'm saying? That we're going into next season, man are talking about, oh well, Chelsea might be better, or Man City might be better, or whatever. I think Man City's on the slide. Personally, I think I back Man City to probably finish top four. But I don't know if Man City will just be back like that. Their signings haven't been great. Their signings haven't really worked out. Now they're going for big names like Verts and all the rest of it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they could be back, but going into next year, we really don't know who wins the FA Cup, who wins the league, who wins this. We really don't know. So I think that's fire. Well, one, my bro. Where's Shane, bro? Shane told me he's gonna be here for 8 o'clock. That's what Shane told me. We'll go live for 8:30. I'm gonna be here for 8 o'clock, and it's 9:36, and Shane's not here. And I text him saying, "Where are you?" Yeah, I don't know where he is. I've left my door open. He can just walk in, but I don't know where he is. Johnny Fisher to me, Johnny Fisher is to me the mid to the bottom tier. Yeah, bro. Yeah, mid to bottom of the barrel. Yeah, bro. He's the yeah. Remember, like we had who was it like Nathan Gormley? That's who Johnny Fisher reminds me. Remember we had Nathan Gormley. Was it Nathan Gormley? I'm sure that was his name. Nathan Gorman, man said Gorman, Nathan Gorman, and he fought Dubois like back in the day, and he was supposed to be like someone that was on smoke, and then he got knocked out by Fabio Wardley, and then he lost in Bolt. When did he last fight? He last fought in 2023, and he lost to some nobody in Bolton, and he ain't come back since. So you know what I'm saying, like, but Johnny Fisher's one of them, man. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Before your time, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, not even, man. This is like, yeah, this didn't last like 5 years still. But you're younger still, so maybe it is a bit before your time. Shane's on the black man time, and yeah, Shane. I don't know what Shane's on, bro. Then he was talking about he wants to go to the shop to get snacks. I was like, bro, we don't have time for this, bro. We don't have time for this. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Shane's dodging his duties. Yeah, make sure you man flame him when he gets here, because I'm trying to text him and say where he's at. What did he say to me? Man said, yeah, bare delays. I don't know. Probably he said. Then he texted saying, I don't know. I said, what time will you get here? He said probably 9:15. Bro, that was 20 minutes ago. I don't, bro. Shane, yeah, shout out to Shane, bro. I don't know where he is, but yeah, this fight, boy. You know what? Yeah, this might be this. This probably could be one of the shortest boxing streams we've ever done on this channel, because realistically, this could end in round one. Like, just this could end any time, because these British man, they're just game. Like, it's what we talk about all the time when we talk about British fighters and the style of fighting that they have, if you can call it a style. These men just want to get in the ring and scrap. Like, do you know what I'm saying? And there's no tech. So this might be the least technical fight we've covered, like main event we've covered on this channel. Like, even if we covered a Joyce or something like that, like it will be more technical than this. These men are just going to go in there, scrap it out, see what happens. Even the fight before this, like the fight before this, is meant to be some kind of up and coming kind of fighter at a lighter division. He got dropped, and all he could do when he got dropped, yeah, is like just stand up to man's nose to nose with man and swing it out, bro. Brother. Why are you busting the door like SWAT, blood? My chest, bro. Oh my days.
I'm gonna pull up on you.
Bro. You man see my chest burst.
Well, go on, people. Then
Burst, bro.
Dave Allen's doing his ring walking out. Are you watching it direct from the zone?
Yeah.
I was wondering.
So, yeah.
Because I couldn't log back in still, but that's cool.
I bet he was with that's why he's at the chat's flaming you, asking why you was late. I
live far from this guy, but I don't live close.
Man, like shit, bro. Man told me 8:30, 8:30. And you went to go shop?
Yeah, of course. I'm thirsty, I'm hungry, bro. I've been working all day, bro. Plus you ate my food.
It's there, innit? It's there. No?
Nah, you can eat that. But you don't eat pork for leave.
Yeah, I do.
You do?
Yeah, so,
what, you got chocolate bites in there?
Yeah. You don't like chocolate, though?
Nah, I don't mind it, but I don't prefer it. I prefer sweet stuff. What's the man them saying in the chat though? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I didn't see much love on my way in, so I need more likes in the chat. Plus, I kind of want to do something. Guys, stay longer after the live because I got some ideas for us to do. I can't imagine this fight's gonna go long. What's your
that's exactly what I just said to them. This fight, two things. One, this fight's probably not going to go very long, yeah. So it could end up being the shortest boxing stream we've ever done.
So we'll just stick around and do some other stuff, innit?
Two, this is going to be the least technical main event we've ever covered. Because the last time we covered this fight, it wasn't a main event.
No, but what about Hergovich and Joe Joyce? Is this more?
Hergovich and Joe Joyce are more technical than these two.
Probably, you're right.
We're about to get to round one, by the way.
I had him before.
That's Alice's thing. Alice is just she flipping.
I gotta get it.
Prediction. What's your prediction, Shane? Here we go. Into round one, by the way.
I think Johnny Fisher's gonna win. I think Dave Allen's not very motivated. He just got paid. Once all Johnny Fisher has to do is make the fight as low pace as possible. Eventually, Dave Allen gets disinterested. That's what would happen.
Yeah.
If he stands there and holds his feet and try to put on a show like he did in the first one, he'll give Dave Allen motivation.
I said I don't really care, about Johnny Fisher because he was meant to be one of them guys that was going to be like in that next crop of heavyweights.
Yeah.
And he just kind
like
of
the Woodleys and
that's why, bro. I remember Nathan Gorman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he lost to Dubois, and he's fought once since 2023. He ain't come back yet.
I swear he fought Fabio Woodley. I swear.
Woodley, yeah. Shayna's on that fake lost in traffic thing, 100%. Max said, "What sides are you lot from?" I'm from West.
North London.
You can tell because I'm handsome, and he's from North.
Because I'm Jamaican. I'm joking. Jamaicans are all over the place. But yeah, guys, stick around even after the fight's done.
Round 1. You saying keep it as low pace as possible?
If I'm Jay, like you can't let
overhand right from Dave Allen
like that, and then initiating the clinch straight.
Is the logic not though? If you're better conditioned, if you keep it not high pace, this fight's never going to be high pace. But if you keep it medium pace, and you work when he's not working, he can't throw punches.
No, but
and he'll gas.
But Dave Allen is a guy who loses motivation in fights.
Yeah.
So if the fight's low paced, you just beat him, and then he just gets disinterested.
But he's more likely to catch you with a power shot if it's low pace, no?
No, but the thing is, if it's a high pace or medium pace fight, he won't give up.
Yeah.
You don't have the power to get rid of him. So he won't give up. He has the power to get rid of you though.
Yeah.
What you want to do is get him to stop throwing punches. The more you throw punches, even if he's tired, he fights tired better than you do.
Is that a couple years ago, Johnny Fisher was seen as like one of the up and coming, he was in that crop. Is the thing that separates him from from the Wardleys and the Atomas and them lot, is it just the power thing? Because he's not a terrible boxer. Another overhand right by Dave Allen. That's what Dave Allen's going to look to do. He's just like you say, low pace. He's coming really heavy. He didn't even really look like he's trained too much. But that's Dave Allen, isn't it? Do you know what I'm saying? It's like you say, it's a motivation thing. We saw Chisora. Chisora used to come into his fights overweight and sloppy. And then he had I think he had a one shock win, or I think he lost to Dillian. Maybe even lost. He beat Spilker. But I think even before that, he lost to Dillian, but it was close. It was competitive. He did better than he thought he would do. And then he started to get really motivated. And when he was motivated...
He had that shock win over Takam when he hit Takam with that big punch.
And once he was motivated, he was very, very difficult to stop. This is a pub fight, going to be a disgrace to the science of boxing. You know what it is, I saw Wakey Wines fighting Modine on Misfits on Twitter, and that was a disgrace to boxing.
I heard Big Tobes got knocked out.
Big who?
Big Tobes.
Big Tobes. Yeah. He's been knocked out before, no?
Yeah.
He's been knocked out before. Yeah, he's not a fighter. He's just a wham black man.
He trains with Ransom.
Yeah, but he's not so. What does that mean?
Is that indicative of the skills that's coming out of that gym?
Yeah, but Rance has been Rance has trained as a boxer for a long time. You know what I'm saying?
No, Rance is good. I'm just talking about in general.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a celebrity thing, isn't it? So end of round 1. I don't know how you score that. I don't bother even. But I don't know.
I'll score the next round.
Fair.
I wasn't really watching that.
Mac used to live in Shepherd's Bush. Where do you live now? Like what end? Like roughly? Like not like the postcode, but like. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I used to live in.
Another guy
from
West London who supports a North London team. I don't care.
Come on, man. It's about black heritage.
Support Brentford.
It's black heritage.
Support Brentford.
What do you mean Brentford? He said he lives in Shepherd's Bush. What clubs in Shepherd's Bush?
No, support any club in West London.
What clubs in Shepherd's Bush?
QPRs, man.
Exactly, yeah. Exactly.
But your one's Brentford, isn't it?
Brentford, it would be Brentford.
Or Fulham or Chelsea, one of them.
No.
No, I'm saying they're all West London, though.
No, but it's far.
Support West London.
Into round 2.
It's not as far as Arsenal.
It might as well be. But like I said, I'll support Arsenal partly because of black heritage in it. Some men are not pro-black in it, so that's fine.
Bro, I got custom in Instagram today because I'm a black man.
Yeah, you need to show me that. But you know what? It's so funny you said that, because as you were sending me that, my man was sending me this, saying this is the number 2 at this company. Don't say the name. And I told him about you guys, and he's looking into the passes. I sent him a video of you. He's working on it. Blah 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 blah. So I was like, rah. I wonder if that's connected.
I don't know. I just got
I wonder if that's connected.
An Instagram message with people sending threats to me that they're gonna kill me.
Misfits is unwatchable. Facts. I agree. It's a disgrace. It's actually a disgrace to boxing. Like it's weird to like.
I'll be honest. Sorry to cut you off. Yeah. I'm actually thinking Dave Allen's winning this fight, you know.
But that's what I thought.
Because Johnny Fisher is
in the first round, the
only
only significant punches I saw land were the 2 overhand lefts from Dave Allen.
Yeah, because
there was nothing else.
Johnny Fisher is a back foot fighter that has no footwork and no lead hand.
He's got no defense.
Well,
how can you be a back foot fighter with no defense?
You can if you got a good jab. You can if you got a good jab.
Well, then the jab is part of your defense. But I didn't even think. Has he got a good jab? Good.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. That's my point.
Yeah, so he's got no defense.
That's what I'm saying. And he's got no feet. And he's got no. That I'm saying the only thing he does have is a good right hand. He's got good straight right. And he's landed it a few times.
That overhand right is there for Dave Allen, man. It's there for Dave Allen.
But the thing about Johnny Fisher. Johnny Fisher sells a lot of tickets. You get me? He sells a hell of a lot of tickets.
Yeah, because he's from Essex, isn't it? So
his dad's got a massive following on social media.
Yeah.
You know, it's mad. I've never really, other than the theories, I never really see like a white dad talk up a white son. It's normally like black dads and black sons, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true actually. Talk up. Yeah, there's some trainers though.
Like who?
Who's one of the white guys earlier was in was a trainer, father-son trainer.
I mean Ricky Hatton as well.
Ricky Hatton and that, yeah. Are you in Wembley now? Yeah, shout out Wembley. TM said being from North and supporting United is worth 100. Of course it is.
I've told you that the story of why
we don't care. We don't believe your stories. We don't care, bro. We don't care, bro.
Man's maybe like KG.
We don't care, bro. We don't care, bro. Man's been an R&B man from way back, blood. You're mad.
Yeah, but bring me one more chocolate. I'm sorry.
Bro, these are expensive, you know. You might.
Cool. You got the other chocolates up there.
Go on.
Which one's good?
Just eat it. Just eat it. Do you know how much these were?
How much?
£1 still. It's £1 for 10.
Sure.
Yeah, it's only one.
When you back from?
The Fortners from Sainsbury's. Obviously, the Fortners ones. They're bad. They're wicked.
I swear to God, I'm
wearing
glasses. I'm wearing glasses.
QPR was back.
Getting paid.
What?
You just said the name.
Yeah, it's not.
We're not getting paid.
It's not that deep, is it?
Come on,
it's
man.
Not that deep.
Now these man might go buy it and what?
Use the affiliate link in it. We'll get an affiliate link. But yeah, QPR actually got scouted for QPR back in the day.
He's lying.
I'm not lying.
He was a dinner lady there, like Rashford.
Man, that dinner lady. Imagine, yeah, I got scouted for QPR back in the day. Yeah, I used to play for Hampton and Richmond, and when I went to the trial, that I came home and told my brethren I'll never be a professional footballer. The levels, yeah. These men were like superheroes. These men were super cute. They were like Captain America, bro. The way they were moving, the way that the first touch, everything, I was like, nah, this is mad.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. That happened to me twice in my life. One with cricket and one with boxing. See, the first time I went into the nets, yeah, against like people who were playing like county level, my age, I was like, yo, I ain't gonna be pro.
Yeah.
And this time I was like, good.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna be pro.
Yeah.
And the first time I went to Philly, yeah, and I saw them 8-year-olds doing stuff. I was a big man these times. I was seeing 8-10-year-olds do stuff that I've never even seen big man do. I was like, yeah, I was never gonna make it. I was never gonna make it.
The whole of Brent got scouted for QPR, bro. Yeah, facts. And Barnet as well. Nick was moving like fake Akin Fenway. I still play like that now, you know. I still play like that now. But if I like, I just pin man.
But you say you got pace as well, innit?
Yeah, I'm pretty quick. Pretty quick still, but man will just pin man, bro. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I've actually got it.
This is what I'm saying. Dave Allen,
I've actually got it one.
Johnny Fisher's got Dave Allen pinned up against the ropes. But look, this is what I don't like from you. Not see the disinterestedness. He would normally fight back. He's looking at the ref. This guy got paid a big piece of food for this fight, you know. Because you got to understand, Johnny Fisher sells a lot of tickets.
Yeah.
So they probably paid.
And Johnny Fisher in East London, like Johnny Fisher's from Essex, and he's fighting in the Copper Box. So that's
sold out.
That's the biggest arena that he's going to sell out. Like the other one would be the other arenas would be maybe O2 or like he could fight York Hall, but York Hall's not got the capacity. Copper Box is a decent sized arena to sell out, and he's going to sell.
Wembley Arena.
We're going to sell out.
Not Wembley Stadium. Wembley Arena.
No, but even still. But I'm saying his people are from Essex, East London. That's where he's from. I mean, he's fighting in his ends. So George is gassing up.
They're East End, man.
Yeah.
But this is the thing
who's George? You mean Johnny?
Dave Allen got paid just because he got George on his shorts.
Oh, right.
You're talking about Dave Allen. Look.
Yeah. Man, no, if you make the fight a little bit long-winded, Dave Allen will quit, bro.
Yeah, as long as he's not got getting success.
Like
This guy gets disinterested so easily.
Man, don't think that Dave Allen's no top boxer, but the reality is we'll never know how good people like him could be because he would never take it serious. He came into the sport with the mentality that I'll never be a world champion, so he's never really committed his everything.
He just came and he's on a lot of big paydays, bro. This guy's fought Price, he's fought Lucas Brown, he's fought Dylan White, he's fought Luis Ortiz.
Yeah,
look at that. Just disinterested. You just turn his back. Johnny Fisher might get a point deducted.
What do you do? I hit low.
No, he hit him on the break.
Oh, okay.
But he hit him low before, but he hit him on the break.
Yeah. Good refereeing though. Good refereeing. Give a little discipline to the home fighter. I don't mind that. Normally, them man get away with murder. But obviously, you know what it is, the zone can get their credibility in these fights, isn't it? Because
facts.
It's the little man. You know what I'm saying? And then the Rob man on the main stage. You know what I mean?
Good job.
I've been beefing with people on Twitter about boxing recently, bro. Beefing, bro.
About what?
Hamza Shiraz and bare things, bro.
I actually think Hamza Shiraz got a good chance against Berlanga, you know.
He does. I think he beats Berlanga, but he ducked Carlos Adonis.
Really?
So I think he beats Berlanga.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
The thing I don't like about Berlanga when you're talking about wage throwing that. Berlanga's got power, yeah, but bruv, this guy has been dropped a few times. If he lets Hamza Shiraz
You see him doing the gun thing and
yeah.
He's an idiot.
This guy's a wannabe bad man still.
Berlanga's an idiot. He's an idiot.
No, it's the thing I don't understand about.
Wait. You know what? Can I ask a question, yeah? What fighters have we ever seen talk about where they're from and be like certified bad man?
Never. Unless you're in Jamaica.
Boxers.
Oh, boxers.
I'm talking about boxers. What boxers have we seen say I'm from so and so? Because you see, like Mike Tyson, for example, just an example, he himself never said I'm from Brownsville, New York. People used to say about him, you know, Mike's from Brownsville, New York. He never said that. That's not his
Sonny Liston.
Or Sonny Liston, or who else is a certified bad man?
The Mexican man, you know, like Hector Camacho and that.
Even Canelo never really, when he was on his knockout run, he
No,
never.
but you're talking about bad man outside the ring. That man used
No, but I'm talking about even bad man in the ring.
Oh, in the ring.
Yeah, like man that are knockout killers. They don't really talk like that.
But Turbiev. Saying yeah, I'm from Russia.
Into round 4.
But you did say but the thing is with Berlanga, yeah, this guy's boasting about the fact, yeah, I stuck it on Canelo. I'm like, you stuck it on Canelo verbally. You didn't stuck it on. Man was like, yeah, I said he's a pussy to his face. I'm like, bro, you're in a fight, man. You lost the fight. You literally lost nearly every round.
Yeah.
They've given every round to Fisher.
I told AJ he's a pussy on.
I have it similar to as George Vizioli.
Yeah.
I have it like that as well.
I like what they're doing is where they've got a lot of the young up and coming fighters doing the scorecards and the commentating and stuff. That's kind of dope.
Vizioli is actually going to be a top fighter. What do you say? Maybe, I don't know.
They've got the young up and coming fighters.
He's going to say something before that.
Oh, so it's like me saying I told AJ he's a pussy on my podcast.
Yeah.
So you lost. That's what it is. Well, Ahmad.
Shout out the man them.
Subscribe. Shout out Crystal Palace as well.
Oh yeah, of course. They done the business. Not
I said it was sick that like you got Liverpool winning, you got mad different teams winning different trophies.
Like
Newcastle, Crystal Palace, Liverpool, and then you lot probably gonna win Europa.
And then the Champions League.
Who won the Community Shield?
Gonna win the Champions League into a PSG. It's not a Real Madrid or Barcelona.
Who won the Community Shield this year?
Man City.
Man City. All different winners for different trophies. I hope Alan wins.
Look at the champs though.
Why do you hope that Dave Allen wins?
I don't think they like Johnny Fisher.
It's because of the last fight. He lost a lot of fans in the last fight.
No, he never really. He just lost a lot of believers. Them fans who were his fans are still.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Them man, they don't care about world titles, bro. As long as you can put on a good fight. That jab is so dead.
Yeah. Well, it was okay. That jab was bad.
That's his Spurs might win the Europa League. You're on budge, bro.
And the teams ending trophy drops the season. No, it's true. Like, yeah, bro. What you're saying is like all the teams that ain't what it's like the judge is in it. All the teams that ain't won trophy.
I mean, if PSG wins the Champions League, that would literally certify what you're saying. And if it's Spurs do,
AB talks football. What's good, brother? What's good, my guy? Would you take Glasner? Who are you talking to? You must be talking to Shane.
No, of course not. Of course not. Why would I take Glasner? This guy just won them what's it called?
FA Cup.
FA Cup, but
Ten Hag won you guys at FA Cup.
Yeah. I do that. But I will say this though. I will take Eze.
Yeah, I would.
I'll take Eze. I'll take Eze any day of the week, blood.
Do we take Adam Wharton?
Yeah.
Over Maino?
Not over Mainey, but I'll take him.
Who would be your midfield then starting next year?
Well, we're going to be the squad because we're going to be in the Champions League.
But who would be your starting midfield?
My starting midfield would probably be probably have to go if we got Wharton, it'd be Cass and Wharton, and then I play Kobe back. I play Kobe or me. I don't like Mainoo in the double pivot. I like Mainoo in the three. So if we're playing three in the middle, then I'd have all three of them. But
hold on. You said all three of them. Who's the three? Name the name.
Mainoo, Wharton, and Cass.
So where's Bruno?
Bruno would play in. It depends on what formation. Because I've seen Bruno play behind the front man.
But I'm asking you in a midfield three.
But in a midfield three, that would be and
so where would Bruno play?
Behind the front man.
As a second striker kind of.
No, we'll play 4-3. Well, it depends. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you keep Amarin if you lose Europa final?
But will we keep him?
He's asking you. Would you keep him?
We have to.
Why do you have to?
Because whilst he's had his worst season, he hasn't been able to sign no players. So you've got to at least allow him to sign his players. If that was the case, and you were going to judge him on this season, you might as well just kept Ruud van Nistelrooy. It doesn't make sense.
I think mathematically Spurs should win.
No,
but Spurs is notorious for bottling it.
Bro, we're winners. You can't beat. We're football heritage, bro. You can't beat that, bro.
Beating United in a cup final will be tough. Like a cup final, that's where people like Casemiro, Bruno, that's where you'd expect them to turn up.
Even Maguire, bro. And I know you're gonna laugh when I see Maguire.
I've told man for 2 seasons that Maguire is one of your best attackers. Man laughing, man.
No, but he's actually one of our best players.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
every year when you lot tell me, we all fans say, "Oh, Dave Allen looking to work the body." Johnny Fisher.
The maddest thing is, yeah. Even if Johnny Fisher wins this fight, this is the level that like. When Wardley was fighting like Fraser Clark and he just knocked their man out and David Allen knocked their man out, you knew, alright, cool, this guy's going to be world level. Even if Johnny Fisher wins this fight, this looks like the level he's supposed to be fighting.
Yeah, facts, yeah.
It doesn't look levels above Dave Allen. So
the fact that you beat him in the first one, it was controversial. It was people arguing.
But sometimes you can have an off night. In your rematch, you're supposed to brush home. You know what I'm saying? Because what Clark and Wardley drew in the first fight.
Yeah.
But they rematched and he knocked him out in the first round.
Yeah.
That's where you show your levels. You know what I'm saying? In the rematch, you're supposed to show, I had an off night, I overlooked you. When I fight you again, I'll brush you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Spurs can't win, gonna make me sick seeing a parade on my doorstep. It's dark, fam. Yeah, 100%. We're all Man United fans.
That's what he said.
All Man United fans on Wednesday.
We're doing something for that game. We're going live, but I just don't know the location yet.
Man's gonna have us in a bando, you know.
My house is not a bando. It might have to be my house, or I don't know. Like the maddest thing is, everybody in my family support Tottenham. I live in Tottenham. Everyone in my family. Well, I live in.
I'm going to talk about mad smack.
Everybody in my family support Tottenham.
Well, like if they lose, if I come to a house and Tottenham lose, your family's never inviting me back.
No. The thing is, you won't be.
I'm with crazy.
The thing you won't be.
I'm with crazy. If I'm at your house and Tottenham lose, I'm running down the street in my Arsenal shirt.
The thing is, you won't be able to do that.
Right.
You want to know why you won't be able to do that?
Tell me.
Because you'll be in so much stitches. Like the laughter that you'll be in. Like you'll just be here. But I don't even know if you'll be allowed to go live.
Yeah, that's what I thought. There's gonna be bare noise. Oh, he's down!
Oh my days! Johnny's down. And he's down.
He's down hurt. He's down hurt. Dave Allen.
No, he is not. He's
not
out.
That's up. He's gonna. Oh, the ref. If this wasn't a home fighter, the ref might have called that off. That's on the edge. That's on the edge.
Because he waits
on the edge.
He's left
7 seconds left.
Lucky.
Dave
Allen's got a throw. He's got a throw. Good body shot.
Oh, he's done. He's gone. He's a straight knockout.
Oh my gosh.
That is a straight knockout.
Face first.
If you see. The towel came in at the same time. The towel came in at the same time, bro. But it was too late. They threw the towel too late.
Literally.
They threw the towel too late, bro.
It's over,
bro.
It's over.
If you look out the window, yeah, I live in East London. If you look out the window, yeah, I can see Johnny Fisher's jaw flying past the window.
It's over, bro. Flat line, no need for no medical, bro.
Oh my days.
Over. It was over.
Get the defibrillator in there, bro.
Yo, I have to click this up.
Eddie Hearn is having a very, very, very bad year. Oh, bro,
Can't say that.
Bro, so a lot of his fighters have gone down.
That was even last year, bro. You can't just say just this year. It's last year, bro. Blood.
That is rude.
Man, you had AJ on his head top, bro. But that was
100%.
Yo,
his heavyweight roster is finished, bruv. Finished.
Yo,
finished.
That was mad.
Finished.
Them Essex man, bro, I got a win this, you know.
Max said Alan put it in the way. He said, you man even watching. We're talking about the football, yeah. Next thing I look up, yeah, and I just see the combos from Dave Allen, bro. And then he had 7 seconds to survive, and he didn't have his legs underneath him, not properly. And I didn't think Dave Allen was going to finish him because Dave Allen, you know how he is. He walked up to him kind of kind of lethargic and sluggish. But once he put that two together, yeah,
bro, it's like a 2-piece.
30 minutes, bro. This is the shortest boxing stream we've ever done, bro. I told man, 30 minutes.
That was amazing. I gotta click this up still. This was a mad knockout. That is
TM said long day.
That's one of the best knockouts
long day. It's over. Look at Eddie. Alan said Fisher is a disgrace. That's unfair. That's unfair to say he's a disgrace. I wouldn't say he's a disgrace. Why is he a disgrace? That's not fair. He got knocked out. It's not,
I swear after
looking down like a funeral. Oh my, the memes are gonna be mad.
Mad.
You see Eddie looking down at Fisher in the ring. Yeah, bro. This is one of his cash cows, bro.
Bro.
Brian, welcome to the chat. Mad knockout. Yeah, that's a crazy.
How do you sell this fight?
Darkness Unleashed.
How do you sell this? How do you sell Johnny Fisher after this? You can't even say Bosch. No, that was Bosch.
Do you know who's actually taking the biggest L here? That's not Johnny Fisher. It's his dad. Yeah.
Oh my.
Because his dad was beefing with Spencer Oliver and Gareth Davis. Yeah. Because they were so Johnny Fisher's up. Yeah, he's got his oxygen and all the rest of it. But he was beefing with them because they were saying like. They thought the first fight was a disgrace. They thought it was a
you know.
White Rhino flatline. Are you mad?
Yo,
are you mad?
My man got flattened, bro. It was so mad.
In his home crowd, in front of your own people. Let's see this again. We'll see this on a replay, yeah.
Yo, let's just watch the replay.
Let's watch this back.
Watch the replay. Boom.
What I told overhand right. I told man.
And you know
all Dave Allen's got is that overhand right.
You know what? That was so good because he looked down to the body, so his hands dropped. And then you boof! Yo, that overhand right had man staggering.
That was it. He was on Queer Street after that LGBT, bro. Pride Month.
A brilliant body shot there.
Big body shot, yeah. He's such a what's Fisher
That's a great uppercut and then a great right.
Fisher got no defense. He puts his chin right in danger's way. And obviously, man like Dave Allen always gonna.
What an uppercut! The thing is,
yeah. Look, as soon as you see him wobble, you know, man dropped and rolled. They did the Neymar blood.
Yo,
they're moving like Neymar.
That was even a clean punch. What are we saying? Johnny Fisher ain't got no chin. Yo,
yeah, Dave Allen's a very, very hard hitter, so I don't think we can say he ain't got a chin, but I think he ain't got a defense. That's what it is. He's put his chin straight in danger's way, and he has no survival instinct whatsoever.
The bum man got put in a packed lunchbox.
Yeah, Bosch blood. You know what I'm saying bare Chinese food and that with his
dad. I don't even know how his dad's gonna recover from this because his dad's probably got half of his
dad went so hard, but not just his brethren. His dad went so hard on Gareth A. Davis and Spencer Oliver.
That is a wild statement, McCoy.
But you already said pause, so it's fine. But he went so over the top set because they said that they felt that and you saw it, right? They said that Johnny Fisher won the first fight, and he was like, no, how you man saying that? You felt disrespected. You'll see what happens in the rematch. My son, blah, 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 blah. What? Your son got sent to the shadow realm, blood, like King Luku said, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what it is. Like, man standing over his body like King Von.
It's mad, my days,
Nick. Mad, bro.
Oh, my days, Nick. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Big up you, man. Fight, was it entertaining? Yeah, the mad knockout. I've done these ones. I did these ones earlier. I thought he's better than this. He lost to Allen twice.
Yeah.
Dave Allen, the face of boxing, bro. You see Dave Allen, yeah. He's just one of them man. Like you don't know what he's going to go to ask
next for Dave Allen. Dave, who
Toma?
Bro,
I was going to say before this fight or after, Dave Allen's a bigger name than Dempsey the King.
Of course.
And he's got more experience than Dempsey
Of
McKean.
course.
The last person we saw Atoma knock out was Dempsey McKean, right?
Facts.
So this would be enough.
I'm hearing it might be Moses Atoma versus Bacoli.
I think Dave Allen's got a better resume, but yeah.
Yeah,
Dave Allen's got a better resume. That would mean more to beat Dave Allen, in my opinion. Dave Allen for a belt. Those body shots from Dave Allen were heavy, very, very heavy. Facts. Facts from Rance. Well done, Dave Allen. He won the first fight. Did the same thing again. Anyone who knows boxing knows Dave Allen is a hard man. Good skill set. Happy he got his shot. I had Dave Allen by 1 in the last round. I think maybe I had it a draw, but draw or 1 round to him. Rand said, man landed at the same time as the tower. I mean, it looked like he got knocked out by the tower, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Bro, that was so synchronized. It was mad.
It was madness, bro. Big man thing. That was crazy.
Well, how do you feel
that in the last fight, I'm too gassed for him. That facts.
How do you feel if you're Johnny Fisher right now? Or that knockout was dirty, fam. Oh my days. The whole entire crowd came to watch you get spun. That is mad. There's 7,000 people in there, you know. It's mad. I gotta go home in this, bro.
Yeah, it's there.
Literally, fam. This is mad. Oh, fam.
Dave Allen, there he is. Dave Allen got the win. Why did they throw the towel though? The round was over. Nah, do you know what it is?
He just landed on his face, blood.
No. Before they threw the towel in before that, but the punch landed at the same time. Like when the ref got him standing up, took the 8 count, and told him to re-engage. Once they saw his legs weren't underneath him and they thought it could be a really brutal knockout, that's when they went to throw in the towel. But the time they're putting him up on man's shoulders, bro, he's gonna collapse the ring, Dave Allen. My man's strong to put Dave Allen on his shoulders, you know. That's 260 pounds you're putting on his shoulders.
You also got to bear in mind as well, yeah? You also got to bear in mind as well that he took an 8. Like, he didn't get up straight away. So they knew his legs was kind of gone.
Yeah.
So they probably would have had the towel in his hand from then.
Yeah.
And they just wanted to see his reaction.
They threw it in a second or two too late, maybe even half a second too late. That, do you know what I mean? But it is what it is. Regardless, the fight was ending the same way. The fight was ending the same way. So they could have just saved £3.50 on the oxygen tank. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the only difference. They could have saved a little piece of oxygen, but the rest of it was going to happen exactly the same way. And
what's the next for Dave?
Like I say, bro, it's Dave. Yeah, he's one of their mental health man, isn't it? Like he is like honest, like because he could win this and say, you know, like when you watch his interviews, he talks down on himself a lot. Yeah, that's what I mean. Do you know what I mean? So he could easily say, you know, I've made my money, let's leave it alone. Or we could say, yeah, like, you know what, I fancy it now. Like you just don't know where he's gonna be. Do you know what I'm saying? Dave Allen needs better conditioning if he wants to fight at world. Dave Allen has no intention of fighting at world level. None. He has no intention of fighting at world level. He'd fight at world level for the money, but he would just come get knocked out. He has he doesn't believe he could win a world title. He doesn't want that. What he does want is some of the guys like your Itomas or like your someone he can get motivated by. Someone he can get motivated by. Someone who's going to make him a decent amount of money,
and also where he can be in the other, like where he's the underdog.
Yeah,
he loves being the underdog. Where you see if there's a hype train behind him, I don't really think man like that even like him.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? 100%. Come in as an opponent, 100%. Upset the apple cart, make a money, eat a food. That's his.
That's what I'm saying. Gatekeeper. If he's a gatekeeper for some of these younger guys,
he's the definition of a gatekeeper.
If he's a gatekeeper of some of these younger guys, even if he were to go on a 2-fight win where he hit a Toma with a shot and knocked him down, and then he beat up a David Adelaide, something like that. If he then went into a fight against someone that, like you say, he's then expected to win. He's the A side. He'll lose. He's not. He's not that guy. He's an older guy. He's just here to make his bread. Do you know what I'm saying? He's in the twilight of his career, man. Eddie has taken some of the biggest L's I've seen in boxing. I actually feel sorry for him.
I don't think this is that big of an L. Like, I don't think, bruv, the big L was what flipping Turkey took like 2 weeks ago, blood.
The AJ thing was the biggest.
That was a way bigger
L. That was a big L.
That was even with the AJ won. AJ Ruiz won. That was an L. Man flew everybody over. That was an L, bro.
The reason the Dubois one was an L, yeah, is because man put that man. A lot of people chalk that down to like everyone gave AJ excuses for the first fight. You lost the first fight, we gave you some excuses. Do you know what I'm saying? You ain't fought outside of Britain before, this, that, and the third. Like, man gave there's a lucky shot. Remember, man, boxing scientists were breaking it down on YouTube, like, oh, well, it's a shot on the temple, discombobulates you, and it was great, like all this kind of stuff. Man gave him bare excuses. Then he lost to Usyk twice.
Threw the belts out the ring,
had a mental breakdown, and then the Dubois loss was like, Nah, you're finished. Like when he lost to Ruiz, people didn't say he was finished. When he lost to the bar, people said, "Nah, this guy's finished."
Yeah, fact.
He's actually finished. I think he could beat Okoli.
Who? Dave Allen? You must be mad. Dave Allen? No way, bro.
I think he could beat Okoli.
How does he beat Okoli?
Okoli don't fight enough, bro.
But Okoli will just beat him with a jab, bro. Jab and grab, bro. The Okoli don't need to.
I hear you. You're right. But if Dave Allen hits him, Okoli's quite a slight guy.
But I ain't seen Okoli like damaged. Proper damage.
I ain't seen Okoli fight someone the size of Dave Allen.
No, I haven't. But bro, I can't see that.
Who's the biggest puncher that Okoli's fought?
It's difficult because it's difficult to say. You probably have to say someone like Gravatsky or something, or maybe
If Dave Allen catches Lawrence Okoli,
Dave Allen would be probably the hardest puncher, but at the same time, Dave Allen's got no skills, but his skills are primitive, blood.
I don't think Okoli's that skillful.
No, he's not, but he's effective.
Is Dave Allen signed to Matchroom? I'm confused as to why this. Sit back, man. What's wrong with you?
Who's that just messages that?
Brother, just relax, man. Just relax. Have some cold water, relax. Just have some cold water, relax. Just leave it to the screen. I can see what you can see. Just relax. Oh, nigga, just have some composure. Sorry. Is Dave Allen signed to bro? Man, you not talk to your cousin Shane. Big man ting, bro. Just how do you know what I mean?
That's funny.
Just how's a cold water, bruv?
Bro, you know my style.
Is Dave Allen signed to Matchroom? I'm confused what this fight has made. No, but he's had a long-standing relationship with them, and he's probably.
I don't think he's signed to anyone. It's fight by fight.
That's what I was gonna say. He's probably on a fight-by-fight deal because he's not.
And he prefers it that way, innit? Because he would probably. You might not.
Like you said, he don't want the pressure.
You might not see him fight for another 15
months.
Blood.
Some man don't want a day job. Some man don't want a 9 to 5. They just want to be a freelancer. Do you know what I'm saying? A little.
And this works with Dave. You got a big piece of food you won.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can go right until the money gets spent off again and come back in it.
Yeah, 100%. AJ was good at the start of the Ruiz fight also. Yeah, that's true.
Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, everybody.
Okoli is slow. He likes to hold too much. Just think, can Okoli hold someone that's bigger and stronger than him? He's in there with cruiserweights. Can he hold Dave Allen?
We'll have to see.
If Dave Allen just holds him off like a nickel man and uppercuts
I'm going Dave Allen all day of the week.
You can just tell Okoli has no legs. If he gets cracked once, he's finished. I don't think if he gets cracked once. I don't think if he gets cracked once, but I think
you are overrating how good Dave Allen is, bro.
I think you're overrating how good Lawrence Okoli is.
He's a former world champion, bro.
So
he's a former world, bro. There's significantly.
So is Lucas Brown.
Bro, oh come on, bro.
What do you mean, come on, bro? He's a former world champion. Is Lucas Brown a former world champion or not?
Not. He was a regular world champion. And
Okoli is a big guy.
Not as big as Allen.
Not as big as Allen.
I mean, in his last fight,
he's a good sized cruiserweight, but. I don't know. What about the future of Fisher? Man, don't care.
But it's gonna be hard for him to recover.
Yeah, Fisher's done, man.
Why is this man laughing at me for?
But you know why they're laughing at you. Shout out to Pricey. Everyone saw you, bro. Before I even said anything, everyone saw you. I'm just telling you, you're here on the main stage.
I don't care, bro.
You're here on the main stage.
I don't care. Does it look like I care, bro? Look at my face? Does it look at my face, bro? Does it look like I care?
Looking at your face like you was looking at other people's faces.
Yeah, I was looking, you know. No, I don't know. Why do you care, bro?
I'm just telling you, I don't want us to look crazy. I don't want us to look crazy, man.
Alright, bro. What do you want me to do?
Say no more. You had some ideas.
No, I just wanted to there was obviously a few things that happened in the last couple.
Oh yeah, I don't. I don't want the context of that one.
I don't know what that TM, you're gonna have to rewrite that, bro.
Harlan Eubank and Jack Carroll faced off in the ring.
That's a good fight, man. That's a real good fight.
You think so?
Yeah, man. Harlan Eubank.
Jack Carroll can not roll back the years, but if he can be close to his best.
I mean, it's at 47.
Yeah.
He's moving up a weight class. Harlan Eubank's a decent fighter, bro. He's actually a decent fighter. It's a good fight. And for someone like Jack Catterall, you know, it's a good bounce back fight. He can stay in the limelight.
Oh, it's from that video. I know the video he's talking about.
I don't know the video still.
Dave Allen wins. Sorry, guys, just on. Yeah, Dave Allen won. Knockout, round 5. Great KO as well, bro. Put him on Queer Street. He just about made the 8 count the first time, and then there was 7 seconds left in the round, and Dave Allen just slowly, I'm not even gonna say pummeled him, bro. He just slowly just walked him down, and once he got a couple.
What's the live? Are we in for? Are we live next week as well?
Joe Joyce would be a good fight for Allen.
Joe Joyce has to retire, blood.
I think Joe Joyce just beats Allen, man. Joe Joyce it actually has a jab and it's bigger than Dave Allen.
No, what? Joe Joyce is flipping, bro. This guy's punch drunk, bro.
It's true.
What was I saying?
That's fact. Lives for. Let us tell you when we're live again. We got Josh Taylor next week.
Echo Usman.
And then I think we have a week off, maybe.
It might be a week in between, but
might be a week in between. And then the following weekend, the first weekend of June, we've got not the first weekend of June. It might be the 7th of June. Anyway, 7th of 8th of June is a big weekend. We've got Wardley versus Hooney. We've got Davis versus Santos.
Keyshawn Davis. That's a good card as well.
My guy, Keyshawn Davis.
Abdullah Mason's on the co-main event as well. You guys love talking about Abdullah Mason. So.
And then the next day we've got J.R. Pataya fighting as well.
Yeah, J.R. Pataya just bro. Yeah, the real deal, bro.
So there's going to be enough boxing coming in June, in the next couple of weeks. I thought Dave Allen is one of the worst wastes of talent. Should have been taking the game seriously years ago. It's what we said. I said earlier, Shane might disagree because he's not super technical and Shane prefers a more technical boxer. However, I said we really will never know how good Dave Allen could have been because he started taking boxing seriously later. He came into it with a defeatist mentality that I'm just here to make a bit of money and have a bit of fun and get some fights. It's only when he still says Lucas Brown is his best night of his career. It's only when he beat Lucas Brown, he said in an interview himself that he really thought, damn, I could take this really seriously. Maybe I could be someone. And he'd already been boxing for like 6 years at that point.
Fact.
Do you know what I mean? He started late. And if he had always taken it really, really seriously, like AJ came into boxing, for example, this is why AJ went to the top. He came into boxing and took it very, very seriously.
It's a big part of boxing.
100%.
So when you're saying if his mindset was better, that's like me saying, if flipping
Garnacho was messy, yeah.
I'm saying,
Garnacho was better.
At the end of the day,
if he was better, he'd be better. But
literally, a big part of being a boxer is the mindset. And to be fair, with someone like Johnny Fisher, even when he has been the A side, like Dave Allen, sorry, when he was the A side against, he fought David Price. David Price beat him comfortably, and it was almost a fact like he didn't even look interested in. Yeah. So it's like sometimes, like someone like Dave Allen, he put on a good showing against against Dylan White. Then he got absolutely spun by Luis Ortiz. Like at the end of the day, like this guy's he's probably achieved the most he would achieve out of the game, bro. Look how much money he's earned, big fights he's been on, big cards he's been on. Guys, Saudi, bro.
He's often coming out of shape, not taking it massively seriously.
My man, Johnny Fisher had my man looking like a prime flipping Roy Jones Jr. My man landed a 4-punch combination.
Left to the body,
left to the head.
That left hook. That left hook was bad.
Right hook.
Bon Scott said, welcome to the channel as well, Bon Scott. I don't think I've seen you here before. Welcome to the channel.
You know what? You're wicked. You didn't say that to that gal that was here. You didn't. When that gal messaged you,
we had a lot more comments at the time. We had people acting a fool on the sofa. I had a lot of things to manage at that time. Do you know what I'm saying? 100%, guys. Eddie thought he could use Dave as cannon fodder. Dave had other ideas. Paul Fisher gonna get dropped like a hot tamale. And the thing is, that's happened to Eddie a couple times with Dave Allen. Literally, like Eddie started to kind of huddle up to Dave Allen when Dave was on a hot streak, but they were never really brethren like that.
To be fair, I actually think Eddie don't care about the heavyweight division. Like,
he hasn't got anything to offer anyone.
No, but he's not even trying.
Yeah.
Like, I think he knows what I know, that the heavyweight division is gonna go into like a dark age. I can't believe these two men have a show on the Zone. This is just.
Oh, is that Parsons?
Parsons and Sonny Edwards. I was gonna say something, but it'll get us cancelled.
Not on this channel, we can't.
It's like a show of the opposite to Up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Special needs show in that.
Literally.
AB Talks Football said Lucas Brown is Dave Allen's biggest win. Ultimately came back and won a bag. 100%. 100%. And that's the win that he's most proud of. But yeah, Eddie's always tried to use him as cannon fodder. And I think with AJ, we had a heavyweight that was going to be successful, but also going to be very, very commercial. And of the heavyweights that are coming through now, personality-wise, I don't see profile-wise, character-wise, maybe even look-wise, I'm not sure we're going to see the type of commercial animal that we would have seen previously. I don't see...
What's that guy that he signed the other day, though? That guy that he signed, the one that light skin guy, the one that looks like AJ. What's his name again? You don't know who I'm talking about, bro. That light skin guy, Team GB guy. Can't remember his
I
name.
know who you're talking about. He looks like a slimmer.
Yeah.
Thanks to the welcome guys. First time on your channel, good content. Also, is Justice Hooney Hearn fighter? Yeah, he is.
He's a Hearn fighter, and he's got another Australian guy as well. So he's investing a lot in Australia right now.
Why did Allen fight Ortiz? That was a dangerous fight for him.
He was brought in as an opponent. The
Leo and Tang, they're saying.
Tang, that's it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Woodley,
only one who semi excites me.
Woodley and Otoma, pause. He don't excite me, but I'm looking forward to see his career.
But what I'm saying about Wardley, he's older, right? Wardley's 30.
Yeah.
So like
that's not that old for a heavyweight.
I'm not talking about boxing. I'm talking about outside. I'm talking about from a business perspective. I don't know that we're going to see Wardley or Itoma, even if they win world titles, and even if they unify world titles. I'm not seeing them be the face of Under Armour. I'm not seeing them be the face of Lucozade. I'm not seeing them be the face of Gymshark.
Yeah.
So from it, that's what Eddie could see in AJ, or that's what Eddie made AJ. He's probably made 100 million off AJ from boxing, but he's probably made 150, 200 million off AJ from non-boxing.
Like,
do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm talking about from a commercial perspective. Whereas like Jay Opataya in Australia or New Zealand, he'll be the face of all the brands.
Fact.
Do you know what I'm saying?
You also got there's a look that comes with it as well, and I feel like. And a personality, like you.
That's exactly what I said.
Personality.
That's why.
There's a reason why when Eddie Hearn went to America, one of the first people he signed was Devin Haney.
Yeah, Eddie Hearn has Jay Opataya. Yeah,
because Devin Haney looked the part, like came out of the Mayweather gym. He looked the part. Obviously, you can say what he wants, but there's a reason why that's the first person he went to sign.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And I'm not saying that other fighters don't have that look. But
other fighters don't have that look. That's facts. Like if you like I'm not going to sit here and start judging men on their looks. Yeah, but the reality is like someone that turns up in the shape of AJ is going to be more commercially successful than Dillian White, even if they had exactly the same the way that AJ talks, the way that he looks. Look at the way that man still don't understand Dillian today.
Facts.
Man still do not understand the way Dillian talks today. And Dillian's been in England for 30 years.
Trust me.
Do you know what I mean? And man still can't understand him fully. AJ would have gone so clear if Ruiz didn't knock him out.
No, I don't think so. Because
yes, I know, because with his limited skill set, there was
always someone was gonna find him.
There was always gonna be a point.
There was gonna be a point where someone found him out.
But I know, but I get what you're saying, because AJ had all the commercials. Like I say, he's the face of Lucozade, the face of Under Armour, all this kind of stuff. But imagine if he had won that fight in America and maybe even knocked over. Imagine if he beat Ruiz and then he'd beat Wilder, let's say, for example. We don't know what would happen. I think that's 50-50. The face of American boxing. That's the bag is different.
Fact.
So then he would have been the face of also.
But I think people do also have to understand that he is very limited in his ability.
That's basically what I'm trying to say.
Let me speak, stuff. Go on, say what you say. It doesn't make a difference anymore.
He said, Manny talks AFC. He said, you need to be good looking, guys. That's basically, that's what, I don't want to get into that, but basically, yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is, isn't it? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's football. Jack Grealish has the biggest deal. I don't know if it's still the biggest deal, but he signed a deal with Gucci last year or 2 years ago. That was the biggest deal that a footballer had ever signed with a fashion brand, ever. Yeah. And Jack Grealish is not a top 10, top 20 footballer in the world. He's not. But he's good looking. Girls like him. He's got the look. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what's going to carry him through. He only needs to get his football to a certain level, and then the looks will take him the rest of the way. So, like David Beckham. Do you know what I'm saying? David Beckham was like, do you know what I'm saying? I'm a handsome lad. I might start boxing. But if you're a handsome lad, yeah, just if you're good looking enough, go straight into modelling and duck the boxing, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? AJ is fundamentally flawed as a boxer, 100%.
But he's achieved so much though. So that's what I'm saying. Like when people talk about AJ's shortcomings, look how much that he's actually achieved.
Man, like Bellingham, I think he needs to get rid of that little chin strap beard. He just needs to get rid of that. But I hear you. That beard kind of jars me.
Man, don't know about attractive men still.
Eddie's semi-checked out of UK for a while. Now his main focus is boosting Matchroom's brand in America, signing fighters like Shakur.
Eddie, that's facts. But that's been the case for a few years now. Like who was the last major signing that he done in the UK? That genuinely.
Yeah.
Who was the last major signing? He signed people like Jai Opataya. He signed people like Boots. Signed people like Shakur. Who was Bivol? Well, he had Bivol for quite
Canelo.
a while. Canelo. who was the last Andy Cruz? Who was the last person that he signed in
The UK.
In the UK?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like who like where you go, wow, that guy's gonna be a world champion.
Conor Ben.
No, but he had Conor Ben from pro debut. You know what I'm saying? Like Conor Ben wasn't like a
That's why Ronaldo has more worldwide fans than Messi. Yeah, 100%. 100%.
There's a lot to do with that also. Messi is not a great
Jack
speaker.
Catterall maybe.
No, but Jack Catterall again was another opponent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when he signed Jack Catterall, you're rotted. That's a signing. When was the last time we done that for a signing? Like the way we were excited about when he signed Boots or Shakur. Oh, you forget that. When my man Frank signed Fabio Wardley, like raw, that was a good signing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when was the last time you looked at him and said, oh, that was a real, good British signing that he's done? When was the last time? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Couldn't tell you.
I mind Henry Cooper doing Brute 33 adverts. Wasn't a looker, but he was the UK's hero. Poor Joe Bugner was hated for beating him. Bro, you're going way back.
Yeah, trust me, I wouldn't
have Man are going way back. And then Jack Catterall, like Ibby said that as well. But yeah, no, it's facts. I don't know. I think Jack Catterall against Harlem Eubank would be a good fight. When's that fight for?
July.
Okay, so that's another one.
I wanted to ask you guys,
lick him up.
I'm gonna ask you guys, what do you guys think of Shakur being on another undercard? Do you see that? That do you not?
Shakur's not, bro. The fans and what happens with the world in any sport, what happens in the world of fans and what happens in the world of business are often two different things. Do you know what I'm saying? The businessmen are telling you, the businessmen of all the metrics, all the money, they are telling you he cannot hold for the money he demands. He's not a pay-per-view star. He can't be the headliner. He don't generate the revenue that he is demanding as a fighter.
Facts.
He don't. We have to package you with other fighters.
He is the only world champion on the undercard. On that card, period. Yeah. He's the only world champion.
What's the main event?
Berlanga and Shiraz. Do you know what I'm saying? It's kind of mad, isn't it? Like
Shiraz ex-world champion.
No, Shiraz, well, he didn't. He attempted to fight for a world title against Adamas and lost.
Did not have a world title at that?
No, it was Adamas' belt.
Oh, okay. No,
I knew that was the interim belt.
Got you. Okay, fine. I knew he felt some type of belt. Rastafari Bon Scott. You know what it is. Shakur is a boxing purist favorite, but unfortunately not a mainstream favorite. 100%.
No, but he's also made bad business decisions to be in that situation.
Yep.
Like, I remember he was asked about it, and he was like, at the end of the day, there's two main events. But I'm like, no, there actually isn't.
The thing is that sounds good. To the fans, that sounds good, and you're going to have a bunch of Americans with gaps in their teeth talking about there's two main events. Do you know what I'm saying? But the reality is, but in the real world where the rest of us live, you know what? Stuff like this is why American boxers, especially Black American uneducated boxers, this is why they stay in America.
Facts.
Because you and your fan base can sit around and say things that just aren't true, and we can all just kind of agree to live in our little echo chamber. Do you know what I'm saying? If you go and be a main event, let's say how much money must he demand for a fight right at this point in time?
Couple mil,
5?
Nah, maybe for this fight, probably like 2-3 mil.
Cool. Let's say he demands 3 million, yeah, and some percentage of the gate, yeah, world champion, whatever. Let's say that's as a world champion, that's what he should be demanding, yeah. You can't. We're looking at the numbers, and you can't go and be the main event and generate £3 million. You don't. You just don't. You're not exciting enough. You don't knock people out. You're very different. Your character is not super out there. Do you know what I'm saying? I did like his interview with Mike Coppinger, though. Did you see that?
That was good.
That was good. Until he fights Tank, he won't be mainstream. Do you guys think Usyk the bar will sell out Wembley? 100%. I think so.
It'll be
the first.
They'll drop the pricing. Like it won't be like when Fury and AJ are fighting,
it will sell out. It will sell out. It will sell out.
The price mark just won't be as high.
New York is Puerto Rico town. Berlanga will sell tickets over there. That's 100%. The only way it makes sense.
But the other day, Berlanga was on the undercard himself. So, like, where are we? And to be
Hamza Shiraz on the undercard as well.
Literally. And here we are.
You got two undercard fighters. Who's Shakur fighting?
It's a Pader.
Okay, that's a good fight. That's a good fight.
It's a good fight. But at the end of that's probably that you can arguably say that's a better fight than Shiraz and Berlanga.
Yeah.
But he's on the undercard still.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? But we have to, boy, to be fair, Berlanga was shooting shots at Eddie as well. He was saying that, bro, obviously he's saying he mispromoted him and all of that. But even that, like, for me, I just feel like when it comes to like just American boxing and American boxers, it's just one of those things where the level of delusion that these fighters have is just quite remarkable.
But their personalities are made for. Not many people have crossover personalities. Do you know what I mean? Fury's personality, I find Fury's banter very childish, very juvenile, and a bit boring. But it's made for a British audience.
Fact.
And some people might find Belanga doing the gun fingers a bit loud and a bit brash and a bit over the top, and a bit British people are like, oh, what's all this? But that's made for an American audience. They're both made for their individual audiences. No, but when you can find someone who can cross over, who can be a Brit, that we got some flack on our Ben Whitaker video because we both don't think that Ben Whitaker will ever be world level, and certainly isn't right now. But Americans were commenting the video saying, "Leave him alone. He's a flashy guy. He's entertaining. We like him because he appeals to that audience." So that's why someone like him is great, because actually he can cross over. He can appeal to both audiences. He can be a villain in Britain but a hero in America, and that's quite hard to find. I mean, Garcia was the only non-world champion in headline Times Square. That's true.
True.
Belts don't mean much nowadays when it comes to PPG.
You can't say that because Rolly was a former world champion. So
genuinely, why so many fans hate Shakur? Is that the only reason? Because of his style? I think that it's his style and bits of his personality as well. Because he talks like he wants to fight. For example, with Devin Haney, he talks like I could beat everybody, and there's good arguments for why you could beat everybody, but he wants everything to be exactly his way when it comes to the negotiations. Just take the fight. You need to gamble and bet on yourself. You're a business. You're your own business. Take a gamble. Do you know what I'm saying? Everybody else in business has to take a gamble, but he don't want to do that. So it's just a lot of talking and talking.
Facts. And the issue with that is my biggest issue with Shakur is the fact that he's come from the amateurs, Olympic silver medalist, like very highly touted. He's now 27, turning 28 this year. At the end of the day, we should be having some form of Hall of Fame wins at this stage, specifically when you're looking at your peers who are younger than you. Do you know what I'm saying? Or in and around your age, they've done more.
Shakur's in a great division and in a great era for his division, but he's not fought any of the great fighters that make that up. That's why Tio, if boxing finished right now, Tio will be held in better esteem, in higher esteem than him. He fought Lomachenko. Fought Josh Taylor. Haney would be youngest undisputed champion in the world at the time, and he's fought those big names as well. Even Kambosos has stepped up and fought and mixed it up with some of those names, albeit he's taken losses. All of those guys have better resumes. Kambosos probably still has a better resume. Now he's fighting Zepeda, that might change. But Kambosos probably has a better resume than Shakur. If Shakur's better, there's no doubt about it. But you have to fight. You have to do the fights. And then we can say, we can't just sit here as Arsenal fans talk about how great Arteta is. You need to win the trophies. And then you can talk. Do you know what I'm saying? Bon Scott, love my bro. Gotta go, guys. Great channel, no bias. Have subscribed. Enjoy the rest of your day. Shout out, man. Shout out to all the Scottish fans as well. How Shiraz finessed the main event after that Adama stinker, because they've invested in him. He's their promotional guy. He should have never got that decision. The split decision draw.
Yeah. Is it Ring Magazine his show that is?
It must be.
It must be.
I bet you money it is. I bet you money that it is. Do you know what I'm saying? Eddie got him on Canelo fight. Eddie served his purpose for him. Tony said, "Bosh, justice served." That's going to be the narrative. That is going to be the feeling that most people are going to feel.
One topic I want to talk about, and I think this is probably going to be the beef for the conversation.
Okay.
Teofimo Lopez. There's so many angles we can go down. Obviously, the N-word comments that he's saying outwardly, and he's now being investigated by the WBO. And for the fact that he said,
yeah, N-word.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, and I don't really want to get us cancelled. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He said that, and he called Terence Crawford the N-word, and he's getting investigated for that, for racial abuse or whatever. And he's also called out Boots, and apparently that fight's Eddie Hearn's gone on show saying the fight.
They're gonna fight. That's my next fight. Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
Boots said he wants to be undisputed, though. That fight doesn't get him closer to undisputed.
I still think that Tio's going to step up. It'll be a big money fight for Boots.
So Boots just takes it from a money perspective. I heard this,
and a profile perspective. When Boots goes to be undisputed and starts collecting different belts and unify them, if I was Eddie, I would say, right now, let's say you can make 5 million for a
undisputed
for a unification fight. Yeah, you go and fight Tio. I can flip that to 8 million. and there are probably 2 or 3 different.
Some people are saying, boy, if whatever black fighter beats Tio becomes a hero.
We did it for everyone.
Becomes like Malcolm X or Martin Luther King, bro.
We did it for everyone. And
man's gonna be like Agent Brown. I did this for the whole hood.
Also, New York versus Philly.
Fact.
New York versus Philly.
Mad.
Crazy. If that fight could be anywhere. It will go off. That fight could be in New York. That fight could be in Jersey. That fight could be in Philly. That fight could be.
That fight could be Tio's dad.
That fight could be in Connecticut. It doesn't matter, bro. That fight could be in Buffalo, upstate New York. That fight could be anywhere on the East Coast.
I can't lie. We might have to go to that.
I'm gonna do my best, bro. I'm trying, bro.
Yeah, I know.
The great fighters are running from Shakur, though. Look at Tank. We've already dispelled this myth. Before Shakur Stevenson stepped up to Devin Haney's weight class, he was at 135, stepping up to 140.
130 to 135.
130 to 135. Devin Haney was undisputed at 135. Yeah, he offered him the fight, and he offered him the fight at the terms. There's set up with every governing body. There's set terms. Yeah, you can obviously break those terms if you want to, but let's say, for example, it's a set 75 to the champion, 25 to the opponent. Yeah, he sent him that proposal. Yeah, I'm undisputed at 135.
Never had a fight.
Never fought at 135. Yeah. I don't even know if he had a world. I don't even know if he had a world championship. I don't even know if he had a belt at 130.
He did.
Okay, he had 2 belts at 130, but you're stepping up to 135. Yeah, this is like Lamont Roach stepping up to fight Tank. Yeah, but Tank has 1 belt, I think, not
4.
Yeah, and he said no. And my thing is, if you really believe you can step up and win, just like Lamont Roach believed that he could step up and beat Tank, take that fight, because look at Lamont Roach's stock now. Whether he wins, loses, or draws, his stock has skyrocketed.
Fact.
Do you know what I'm saying? So you can, if you want to say that Tank is not willing to fight Shakur, true. Tank has said on video that he thinks Shakur could potentially beat him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
if you don't knock him out, he thinks he'll lose. But the opportunity to fight Devin was there. And at the time, there was Devin, there's Kambosos, there's Loma, there's Tio, there's all these other fights. You beat him, not only are you undisputed, but you have a bunch of multi-million-pound fights there for you. You never took it. So that tells me everything that I need to know about Shakur. That was his moment. He didn't take that fight. That is, to me, the same as when DAZN offered like 150 million to Wilder and he didn't take. Just that's crazy. He didn't take it. All right, cool. Look at Jesse Bam Rodriguez, not the loudest, but he's on smoke. That's following up from your previous point. I think he said that you don't need to have a big personality if you're going to knock people out. It's facts. Shiraz might be as well. Shiraz might as well request a genetic refund at this point. Uses none of his physical advantages.
That is hilarious.
That is very true. I don't think the fight changes his aspirations because he beats all the champions in that division, in my opinion. That's what I'm saying. If he can get the same fights, but for more money. So you're going to fight a unification fight right now for 5 mil, or you beat Tio and that same fight's going to be worth 8 mil. And then you've got maybe 2 or 3 unification fights. So that's an extra 9 million, extra 3 million across 3 fights that you could make if you beat Teofimo Lopez and build that profile. Because Boots is still building his social profile. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, it depends, innit? I mean, if he's able to stop Tio, do you think he gets credit for beating Tio, though?
Yes.
Even though Tio's at a lower weight class?
Yes.
Why do you think that?
Because we just watched all of the fighters at that weight class, the 1 weight class below. We just watched them all fight, and Teofimo is the only one that put on an impressive performance. He's seen as one of the guys in that division. Yeah, okay. His name is very hot right now. Yeah, coming off that performance. If it came off a stinky performance, maybe it's different. Coming off that performance, we've also seen Lamont Roach step up in weight and put dents in Tank.
Conor Ben and Eubank.
Do you know what I mean? Not winning, but putting serious dents at those lower weight classes. What is it, 140 to 147?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, they're close. Do you know what I mean? And it opens up a lot of fights. Do you know what I mean? And if Tio stepping up, and Tio will step up and talk a lot of shit.
Facts.
He won't step up and say. He will say I'm stepping up in weight class, but he won't step up and be like shook. He'll step up and be like, yeah, I'm so confident I beat you.
Fact.
And if you don't, and to be fair, there is a world where Tio can win. It's not beyond the realms of possibility.
It's not impossible, but he's a big underdog.
He's a big underdog. Do you know what I mean?
Let me ask you a question then. Final question. What do you think about him saying the N-word?
I don't like it personally, but obviously it's a cultural thing, isn't it? Them Latin man are from New York. Do you know what I'm saying? So I know it's a thing that like Fat Joe and them lot. But there's a lot of Latin man, even from New York, that don't agree with it. Big Pun never said the N-word. He never used to say it. Do you know what I mean? And he's on interviews saying, I do not say the N-word. Thank you to black people for inviting me into your culture, blah, blah, blah. That's why man fuck a big pun heavy. Do you know what I mean? But a lot of the Latin community in the East Coast, so that's the culture he's raised up in. But I've said before.
No, but Tio's not saying it like that. Tio's not saying it like Belanga says it, but Belanga doesn't say it in the same connotation.
What did Tio say? Because I thought that Tio said like who is this, like who's this N-word talking to? Like what are you talking about? Like,
he said, I'm about to get some bananas for this N-word.
Oh, so he's like using it.
Bro. And he's boxing, and there's a few videos where my man's literally going a bit out.
Is he not Mexican? Do you think?
No, he's from.
Do you man think Canelo say the N-word? Maybe over dinner or something. Canelo beats that black man for a living, so maybe he's cool on that. But if Danny Jacobs beat him, he'd probably be rassing out that N-word.
But Mayweather beat him.
Yeah, true. Man is saying Tio said it with the ER.
I know. Yeah, he was doing like he was sparring. Yeah, I was saying someone.
He's probably gonna come out to his fight wearing a Chelsea shirt. Then do you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But yeah,
you're not for it.
Of course, I'm not for. Well, I'm never gonna be for random. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not. No, I'm not on that. I'm not on that.
Like, Belanga,
I've got mixed race friends, biracial friends. Yeah, no names. Yeah, I've got biracial friends, half white, half black. Kid, they get manners by the man there when they say the N-word.
Swear.
Manners.
Why?
Because I'm a half European blood.
But then you can't say it because you're half Indian.
I'm 100% colonized. Do you know what I'm saying? 100%. Them man have got blood of the colonizers, bro. Them man are colonizers, bro. Are you mad? Do you know what I'm saying? All my grandparents are victims. All of them.
By the same people as well.
All of them. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is like. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Bro, for me, yeah, it's like, bro, it's a dickhead thing, isn't it? Like, obviously,
but Belanga does say it. This is the thing. Belanga says it, but he's like, he says it so different.
That's why I don't care about anyone saying the N-word. No. If I'm walking down the street and I see a white man talking the N-word, I'm gonna turn his face inside.
Quite torn because this might be Nick. This is the first hot take. This is the first.
We got a new show coming, by the way.
Yeah, stay tuned. We've got a new show coming, a real good show, which is gonna get you guys all interacting.
Max used to get told he could only say half. That's what I said. I said that to my brethren as well. I said, bro, you're half white. You can only say nig, bro. If you finish that, it's a problem.
Or just one of the two. But I was gonna say in like this week, just stay tuned in it. A mad interactive show coming, but this is actually I actually think
Go on.
Race. This sport is built on.
I know what you're gonna say. I know what you're gonna say.
It's built on racial division.
Yeah.
And I feel like at times, not all the time, but at times we should play more on the racial division than like not as far as what Tio's doing.
That's what I was gonna say. This is my problem. I don't have a problem with what you're saying. And also in England, Ahmad Diallo and I talk. Ahmad Diallo in the chat, we talk a lot. Ahmad's from Africa, and he lives in Europe now, but. Sometimes there's a cultural difference between Africa and the way things work in the UK.
Facts.
Yeah. When we say that AJ versus Fury will be like there'll be racial undertones, man do not have to say anything. I can go to the press conference and they can say, now comes Anthony Joshua, and you see a big group of black men cheering. Yeah. And then say, now comes Tyson Fury, and you see a big group of white men cheering. No one has to say verbally, as a black man, I hope the black man wins, and a white man don't have to say, as a white man, I hope the white man wins, yeah? Man don't have to say that. Do you know what I'm saying? It's an undertone. Like, man know what it is. And that is fine. That is totally natural that if you're British, you want to... When Tyson Fury was retired, yeah, and Englishman were getting behind AJ because he was British. But then when Tyson Fury came back, Englishman had somebody who was even more English to get behind. That's totally natural.
I'll give you a worse one on I'll give you a worse one, Nick, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
When Wilder went to America, when Fury went to America, white Americans wanted Fury to beat Wilder, bro.
Thank you.
That was nothing to do with nationalism.
Nothing to do with from the country. Not all of them. There will be some white people. I'm not saying all white people. There'll be some white people that want Wilder to win because they like because it's American, or because they're just like Wilder for whatever reason. 100%. But there'll be some people that are like, boy, I want
majority. Not even some, bro. Nick,
I haven't met them.
But let's not lie and say majority of white people in America wanted Fury to win.
Yeah,
you could see it in the promotion, bro. It was literally part of it. And they'll say, oh, we liked his personality. Nah, bro. It was bigger than that.
But also, do you know what I think though? Genuinely, hand on heart, yeah. I think that a lot of people are not aware of what they feel and why they feel it. I think that they genuinely, hand on heart, do not know. I got another show coming, yeah, separate channel to this. Going to be more talking about rap and hip hop and culture and different things like that. Yeah, so if that's your kind of vibe, check into that. Yeah, but a lot of my white friends say that their favorite rapper is Eminem.
Yeah, we had a conversation about.
Partly it's because Eminem's white, but I swear on my life, yeah, some of them do not know that that's why. They're just like, I don't know why,
but I just feel
I just feel it more. I don't know why though, but that's my white friends. I just feel it. I don't know why. I can't put my finger on it. But they don't realize they're doing it. They do not realize that they're doing it. Like
it was like, I'll give you an example. Me and Nick know someone who does not like Bob Marley, but they're black, and they're supposedly from Jamaica. Am I lying?
Yeah, ain't really from Jamaica, but yeah, I hear you.
My point is, in essence,
Samson, I'll let you know when the channel launches.
Yeah, facts. In essence, we're literally just basically say like it's a cultural thing, and I just think in boxing specifically, sorry, I feel like
it's not even boxing specifically, bro.
No,
man can see Phil Foden versus.
But listen to I'm saying in boxing specifically, I want us to play on it more.
Yeah,
I want us to use this more. You know what I'm saying?
Unconscious bias, karma, exactly. Welcome to the channel. I didn't give you a welcome to the channel before. Welcome to the channel. But this guy, it's cold water, bro. But yeah, like that unconscious bias, and that's fine, bro. Man's seen Saka, yeah, put up good numbers for 2 or 3 seasons consecutively, and then I've seen Grealish get 1 assist for England, and Grealish is the guy. Like, man, I like Grealish. Yeah, like Grealish, like is Grealish in this team? Like, is Southgate mad? I'm like, bro. What am I seeing? Like Chris Rock said years ago, the black man has to fly to get somewhere the white man can walk to. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, but here's one thing I will say. Of recent, there's been a light skin bias in this country when it comes to boxing, though.
I'm anti-light skin. Sorry, Karma and the rest of you. I'm anti-light skin.
I'm not anti-light skin when it comes to gal. I'm not anti anything when it comes to gal. But when
I was gonna say something crazy, I was gonna say something. The channel was gonna get shut down immediately. But yeah, go on.
I can't even remember what I was gonna say now.
Ahmad said, "Is that not natural?" Ahmad, this is what I'm saying. Yeah, I think, to be honest, I think Arsenal fans aren't racist like United fans. Yeah, bro, 100%. Bro, is it this what? No, but wait. This is what we're saying. We're saying, yeah, the big media companies obviously can't talk about this stuff. Yeah, they can't go on there. We can sit on this channel and AJ and Fury and say, bro, this is black man against white man, blood. That's what it. Sky can't say that.
But Nick on this channel said that he supported Arsenal because of black man. That's what he said.
Arsenal have a big black historic legacy. We do. When I've seen Arsenal release a kit with a black kit with the colours inspired by Pan-Africanism. If you don't know what Pan-Africanism is, go watch it, go Google it, yeah, or Jamaican inspired kit, yeah. I think that if Man United released a Jamaica-inspired kit, I don't think you're seeing many middle-aged, overweight white man walking down the street wearing a Jamaica-inspired. But you will see white London man walking down the street wearing a Jamaica-inspired.
London, bro, and it's North London as well.
And that's why I support Arsenal. That's part of what I like about the club. That's part of me going to a club. It's a club. I'm supposed to walk into a club and feel like I'm part of the culture. I'm part. You know what I'm saying? If I took you to a club and we got outside, they're playing Taylor Swift. You say, I'm not walking into that club. That's not my style. That's part of what it means. It's not just that's part of it. Do you know what I'm saying? But obviously, like I said, the clubs and the media companies can't talk like that. They can't just be open. Where Shane's saying they should play on it more. And I agree with you. They should play on it more. It's in our hearts. It's in our minds. It's totally fine to talk about, but obviously not crossing the boundary.
I'm saying in boxing, it should be exploited.
Eddie Hearn exploits it. Eddie Hearn is the only promoter that stands there and says, "Boy, this is Mexico versus Puerto Rico. This is Liverpool versus Manchester."
You know what he does even. You know what he does even more.
Yeah,
like he embodies the culture even more. I heard him with Terrence Crawford the other day say, "No Diddy."
Yeah,
like I'm like, bro. You know what I'm saying? One day he was wearing Mexican clothes. Like this guy will.
He blends cultures.
What's the word? Chameleon his way into our culture, bro.
100%. Eddie Hearn does that so well. You know, if Eddie Hearn comes to your yard to sign you as a fighter, he'd be saying, "Yeah, curry goat and that, yeah, man." And he's gonna go to Johnny Fisher's house and go, "Yeah, man, listen, get the fish and chips." He knows how to maneuver, and that's why a lot.
I saw this guy on an interview with Castillo, bro. I'm like, bro, this this guy I see him on flipping. What was that?
We seen him chopping gal in Australia.
Oh god. Oh god. But you know what though, Nick, he did bring that up the other day. Like, bruv, if you're his wife, you have to take that, fam. You have to hold it.
Yeah,
You have to firm that, bro.
100%.
At the end of the day, this guy's paying the bills, fam.
Samson said it's true. Arsenal's the most diverse club in the UK. The real reason why Man United haven't progressed since 2013 is because Man United isn't.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, Man United's full of white supporters. Lukaku, Pogba weren't treated like Højlund and Mount. That's British media as well, though. That's British media. To be fair, the British media do quite like Saka. No, they do quite like Saka. Gets a bit of an easy ride, but some of the other black players. No, but that's because Saka. Pause. I think that's one thing though. Saka's quite a good guy. Like he's a good man, innit? The only thing is that they probably don't. They would have loved him to have a white girl though. They would have loved. I think some of them might not like it.
Nah,
it depends. I know what you're saying.
Nah,
it depends.
Because they love Saka's such a on it. When he bought, you can imagine when Saka brought the black girl to the function. They would have been so heartbroken. I thought you were one of us. That's what they were probably thinking, fam.
Yeah. The whole culture is different. The whole culture. I'll be with my white friends, yeah, and they'll see like some skinny thing with like Marga, and they'll be like, "Yo, look at the bum on that," and it's just jiggling a bit. You know, bums jiggle in it. Like even if it gets skinny, like the bum's still gonna like Coily Ray. Like, the bum's gonna jiggle in it, but there ain't no batty there, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're like, yeah. I'm like, you man are something. You man, do you Kylie Minogue, man?
I'm so stuck.
You man, that's you know what I mean? I'm like, you man are something else, bro. I swear, but it's cool.
I was gonna say something, but I don't want to get you in trouble. Still, this next comment.
We need to do that thing on the show, you know. We need to the thing I told you about with the cups of tea. We get the snacks delivered.
Oh yeah.
Bro. Eddie Hearn shopping. What, brother? If you know, you know, innit? If you don't know, you don't know.
I was clapping cheeks over there.
Like Fredro Starr said, do the Googles, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I've read that word the whole life.
That's what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sue me. Saka's a good youth. That's why. Imagine he had a white. Bro, I think certain man would be pissed, bro. I think certain man would be pissed.
Never.
Because, I'll tell you why. Because what man do, yeah?
Yeah.
You said it, not me, bro. The reason that I think certain man would be vexed, yeah, is because you see, like, if you feel like someone's better than you in one area, what man try to do is tear you down in another area. Yeah. So man might say, okay, Carlton Banks is like a good upstanding citizen, but he's a neek in it. Do you know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. But if you got Saka, yeah, who's just like a good youth, he's cool, he's just like he's just got it, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And then he comes and he takes the gal that you man want, like then man will hate him, bro.
No, but let me tell you why it's different. Because Saka's a guy that you can respect. You want him around your family. He's a role model. He's someone you can look up to.
That might be the case if you're the gal's dad, but not if you're the general public.
The general public love him. They love him.
I'm saying some of them man do not want Saka taking the kind of gal.
Nah, bro. Bro. Let me tell you why. Because like, look, name me one other black football player with a black wife.
Emmanuel Abue.
You see what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying though? You're not even gonna say like a Rashford. You're not gonna say like a.
I don't know if any of the black British players have a black.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? What does that tell you, bro? What does that tell you?
Bailey.
He's probably got bare baby mothers, so that doesn't really count.
No, don't do that. Don't do that to my boy, man. Don't do that to my boy.
I know Sterling's got enough baby mothers still.
Man United always keep the players who are more like the fans, though, Shane.
What's he talking about?
Still talking about the demographic, the racial demographic. Sky's proper dead food as well.
She's not dead.
Dead?
She's not.
Obviously, your girl, Michael, bro.
She's not my style, but she ain't dead.
No, man, bro. Michael, you would chop Sky, bro.
I won't, but.
You wouldn't chop Sky?
Nah, for a different reason. Bro, you think Sky could manage me, bro?
2 months. After 2, like, you ain't beat in like 6 months.
You think Sky could manage me, bro? Are you mad? Bro, I'll damage Sky, bro. Are you mad? Me?
I'm talking about Sky the Gal, not the Sky box, blood. You know what I'm saying?
No, Sky Nicholson, bro. Me,
man did the full name.
Do you think Sky could manage me, bro?
I think Andy Cole married a black woman.
Yeah, that's my point. And when have you seen her on the news? On TV? I bet you don't even know her name. You know what I'm saying? What does that tell you, bro? The black relation.
You know who that is?
Who? Oh, your dad.
That's my dad.
Shout out to you, my G. Look, but that's my point. Your dad knows, like, black. Your dad knows more than me.
Yeah. My dad definitely does.
Like when you got a black woman in this country, bro, you shot yourself in the foot. Trust me.
Dad, would you rather see a black world heavyweight champion, or okay, would you rather see, Dad, now this don't work, a white British heavyweight champion or a black American heavyweight champion?
That's dumb. I know what my dad would say. I know what my dad would
I'm just checking because my dad's my dad's more English than your dad.
Fairs.
You know what I'm saying? AJ or Fury, who has the most haters? Numbers wise, I think they could be the same, you know, but the haters are like, I don't think AJ has haters. I think he's got like people have turned on him. Like he like you say, kind of been exposed a little bit, but I don't think he's got. I don't know if he's got haters like that.
Facts.
I think Fury might have more haters.
That's not Andy Cole still. That's the White York.
Now man, that skinny thing. Me as a black brother would have called scary damn.
I'm telling you, bro.
You might have say the same thing.
Bro, you know what type of girl I deal with, bro. You know that she's not handling that, bro. Are you me, bro? Like bro. Come on, bro. You know that.
Some things can hold it though.
Bro, I'm dealing with some heavy Jamaican girl, bro. That's deep. That bro, you come on. I don't want to bear
BBW only.
Now I deal with skinny Jamaicans, but Jamaicans are known for being able to take pressure, bro.
Yeah,
like, them little English guys can't
press resistance. Sergio Busquets.
Trust me, press resistance, bro.
Andy Cole more known for being with Katie Price.
No, that's Dwight
York. I can't lie. If I'm a champion, I have to date a black thing for the culture.
Wait.
But what are you dating now? Why are you waiting?
True.
So what are you dating now? Why are you waiting?
Yeah.
The numbers.
Yeah. That's a good G check, right?
Why are you waiting to be a champion before? Alright, cool. Alright.
So what? Whilst he's in the slum, he's only dating bare white things.
That's what I'm saying. My dad got
no practice.
Listen, my dad's in the chat. Yeah, my dad will tell you he's seen me come home with bare different girls. My dad's in the chat. You can ask him. My dad's in the chat. You can ask him. I brought home bare girls.
But you know,
bare different races.
Now but that was when you were broke. That was when you were poor.
Look at Michael. I can tell Nick likes them posh jelly things. But what?
Trust me.
Look at Michael.
Susans and look at Becky's, bro.
My dad said the heavyweight champ of the world should because black man because we can ramp. What?
Well, yeah, you're gonna have to retype that.
Yeah, you have to retype that still, bro.
That's the Francis spelling.
The heavyweight champion of the world should be. I think he's saying the heavyweight champion should be a black man, but I can't work out why he wants that. Michael said, "Hey, you got me." Yeah, facts, bro. Of course.
The truth be told, yeah, Nick is like this, yeah. When he was struggling in the grind, in the gutter, he didn't mind what gal he could get. But now he's rich, big boy apartment, lifestyle living. He don't want no black gal again. Trust me.
He just so much shit. He just so much shit. Black gal won't date me, bro.
That's true still.
You
know why that's so true? Because I love African girls, but African girls don't like me, bro. Yeah. Like African girls, I just think
African girls.
That's one.
All African girls I know, like big man.
True. That's one thing, but also African girls don't like Jamaican men that are broad.
You can't.
You got some bare respect for them.
All my African brethren say that their parent, when they misbehaved when they were younger, when they got braids or a tattoo or did something bad, their parents would say, "You think you were Jamaican?"
Facts.
So we're seeing it as like a bad breed.
When I come, I'll probably chat to a girl like your dad would.
Yeah.
Them African girl ain't liking them ways they're chatting. But when I go to
you're probably standing outside the church on a Sunday morning. That's why.
Well, you know what though? There's a lot of church girl that I can't really deal with the church things.
If I'm scared to date a white girl because of it, but he weren't dating her. Bro. That was a sugar daddy situation, cuz he weren't dating her. That wasn't his girl. They weren't out in public together. Do you know what I'm saying? The heavyweight champion of the world could be a black man because we can ramp, and African girl don't like slim man.
It must be that still. You know what?
My dad said like you know.
Uncle, it's probably that. You know why it is, yeah? I'll tell you why, bro. Because for me,
you might need to get on the press ups, bro.
When I can do bare press ups. When I go to America, when I go Canada, when I go anywhere, I don't struggle to get girl. But you see, the only place I struggle to get girl is with African girl. Trust me, like they just genuinely don't like the brawling out there attitude of like, yo, girl, come here, that don't.
So what else as well? Yeah, African girl like man with money, yeah, and Jamaican man are famously tight. Pause. When it comes to money, yeah, like. Then like, me and my boy CK had this conversation because he said in African culture it's a thing where like
You dash money.
they
on
dash
your
money on their girl. Like they take pride in that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well,
But as a Jamaican man, I take pride in
getting gal brock. Like
yeah. I take the gal for the least amount of peace spent.
facts.
You're bragging about getting the gal for the most amount of peace spent.
Facts,
that
bro.
don't make no sense to me.
We got a word in Jamaica called bops, yeah?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you're getting bops, blood.
You're getting bops, bro.
Staying outside the local uni credit on Monday morning. Yo, he knows you, blood. He knows you. Yo, he actually knows you, blood. He knows you in real life. He knows you in real life. Bro, Michael Perkins knows you in real life, bro. He actually knows the real you.
That's hilarious. That's the comment of the day.
Yo, hop on steroids and hit pure. This is what I tell you. I'm naturally kind of wham, blood. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, but it's a culture thing. But yeah, bro, this one said back to the boxing thing. Yeah, the culture thing of boxing, I do think could lean into it a little bit more. That being said, Tio's a big time pussy off.
Let us know in the comments as well if you guys want to see us do other content outside of sports content. Let us know.
The reason why I think that they don't do it more is because I feel like you have a pretty good grasp on culture, different cultures. Shane's traveled a lot of countries, been around a lot of different people, etc. I grew up moving around different houses all the time. I lived with different cultures, etc., etc. So I'm very well rounded in different cultures.
And he's traveled as well.
Eddie Hearn, the same, but not everyone is able to do that. Could you imagine Frank Warren trying to promote when Frank Warren comes to promote, let's say, Fabio Wardley versus Jerome Miller? He's not going to be able to maneuver between those different cultures.
Like when
Frank's only just started doing stuff in America like recently.
I want you lot to watch the promotion between Regis Prograis and Devin Haney. Eddie Hearn was the lead promoter, yeah. Every other word was the N word. When they were facing off, every other word was the N word.
Yeah.
Do you think Frank Warren could stay there? He would be socially awkward, bro. Yeah. Because it's a completely different culture. But Eddie Hearn's Ben Shalom. Like he probably say it by accident.
100%. 100%. Ben Shalom, man. Ben Shalom.
Shout out to Rematch, you know.
Yeah, shout out Himanshu. You've been gone for a minute. Outside of sports content with Slap. Yeah, we got a few different ideas.
And then especially in this
I do, but certain men are not enthusiastic.
No, it's not that, fam. You know, it's time.
I hear it, man. You know, it takes a while to climb out from under the whip. Say no more.
I'm so done.
Cigar Talk exposed Tio. Do you watch Cigar Talk?
Yeah, I don't watch it, but I know what it is.
Would you guys do a boxing tier list? Yeah, we should do some tier lists.
I think we might
do like boxing. We've done like blind rankings.
Yeah.
What kind of tier list are you thinking of? We'll do them for sure. Probably get rants on them.
Thinking of boxing tier list in terms of boxing channels as well.
Nick, if y'all have enough time, maybe do a regular stream like this weekly, chatting about bare different topics. We'll have something pretty similar coming in the works.
That actually is but Frank, that's a good comment. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Because the fight ended earlier, we can just
have a conversation. Yeah. 100%.
And we haven't even seen the numbers drop. Like, you lot are staying around, so I respect that. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button.
Ben by accident, you know. Yeah, bro, you can imagine. Do you know what I'm saying? Bro, do you know what, Ben? Yeah, Ben will bug out if you say free Palestine. Like, he'll bug out.
I swear.
His name's Shalom.
Oh, my days. Oh, yeah.
You're not tapped into the culture. That's what I'm saying.
I know, I just deeped it.
Do you know what I mean? Certain man are gonna make you take off your Palestine head.
Trust me.
You know what I'm saying? So
I'm not even gonna say because I got threats from Saudi today, so I can't even.
Yeah, we got some. Well, I say they picked on the weaker of the two in it. So
whatever.
I checked my request. You know,
I don't check it.
Alice was here earlier. I checked my request. Yeah, she was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm looking for the DM in it." She's like, "What?" I was like, "Oh, tell him, bro. You're a camel shagger, bro. What are you talking to, bro?" Do you know what I'm saying? Like, who are you talking to, bro? I'll go mad, you know, if these men try to threaten me. I'll go mad, you know. You mad, bro? I'll start getting mad, bro. I will go mad, bro. My visa will get cancelled.
Were you looking for it?
I was looking in my request for it. Yeah.
Swear, I'll send you the guy who said it.
Yeah, send it to me, bro. What did they say? What did they say? Shane got some cease and desist from Saudi. He got some cease and desist.
One guy was like, "Bro, they'll send the goons round to us if you don't take our video and such."
Which video was it on?
I assume it's the main one where we said that, basically talking about my experience in Saudi.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, we cussed the Islam, the culture, the religion of Islam, and the culture there, which we didn't do. But that's what was said in it.
Even if we did. No, like, I didn't. I got bare Muslim brethren. I'm from West. I've been to mad mosques, whatever. So I don't disrespect Islam at all. But even if we did, man's allowed to do that. You can't threaten me if I do that. I'm allowed to do that.
Now, I'm not. I'm not for the whole religion thing because religion is different. What I will say is though, unlike in Saudi, this is a democracy, innit? So
Yeah.
no, you know, you don't know a mad thing that I went witness in Saudi, and I have to actually give Saudi credit. You know, there people are extremely.
Why is he bottling it now?
No.
Why is he bottling it now?
It's an indirect this.
Sorry, I stepped on you. Go on.
But you know, yeah, your people are extremely obedient, bro. Like levels, like so obedient. Over here, yeah, like the way they worship their leaders, it's like us worshiping Boris Johnson and that. Like I was so surprised how much they looked up.
Englishmen do that though. Some English
worship Boris Johnson.
If you go to old when I've dated like middle class white gal and you go to their parents or grandparents' house, no banner, they'll have like a picture up of like either the Queen or Margaret Thatcher. They'll have pictures up still of Margaret Thatcher. Like it looks crazy to me. I'm like, this is crazy. You people are crazy. Yeah, 100%.
Because like we, specifically me and Nick, we come from a culture that's big in revolution, fighting against the system, fighting against oppression. You come from a system that's about obedience. So what you value as a person, we almost despise.
As long as they're gal are obedient, you know what I'm saying? Anyway.
Like, keep it real. They come from a world where one man will have 5 gal.
Yeah.
We come from a world where one woman will have 5 baby fathers. Is that real? Is that real, bro? Is that real?
So a black man come out of jail and convert to Islam. Big thing. Max said Hearn is just a really good people person. Have you seen his video with Mayweather?
Yeah, facts.
We could do like an A star to E. Yeah. We can do that. We can definitely do that. Perry, big up to Perry. Michael said, one thing I will say, I've heard rumors that Boots and Shakur are looking to leave to an American promotion. Not sure how true
I heard that about Shakur. I don't know if Boots is going to do that because Eddie's put a lot of money up for Boots. The reason why I don't see him doing that, not only does he promote Andy Cruz as well, who's also signed under like Ballsy, but the most important thing is Boots has been around and nobody wanted to put money up for Boots before. Yeah. So I can't see him going against
I still feel like Eddie's
maybe Chicago. I
still feel like Eddie is the best in world boxing at establishing a fighter's market value. We have yet to see people leave Eddie and go and be successful. So I could see them leaving and Shakur maybe going and getting a fight with Tank, but getting it for a fraction of the money of what he would have got had he started.
Say Devin. Well, you can't really say that.
Devin's decline came after he left Eddie. So yeah. Ben Shalom went Brunel. Yeah, I know. So I'm bantering with Ben. Threats from Saudi. Man like Ben, hello and goodbye. Ben's getting his personality out there a little bit. Johnny Fisher got smoked. Bosh, the big facts. Yeah, we see that, bro. 100%. I love my peace. I love my peace too. That's why, you know what? Say no more. Shane's still in a place where he likes drama in it. He likes drama. He likes gal banging on his door 3 o'clock in the morning, and he likes all that. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. Nick playing a dangerous game. I'm not playing a dangerous game. Me? Why?
Don't know, fam.
I got man that make straps out of paper clips. That man can't chat to me,
bruv. Them man that got paper, bruv.
So
them man that got paper put money in your head.
Well, it's melt paper. Shane started fighting for his life 100%.
Trust me.
100%. What's the best division in boxing at the moment? I mean, it's got to be that 140, 147. That's where the top talent is.
In terms of names, that bridge of weight where you got like Ryan, Rowley, Teal, Devin.
Not just names, but in terms of talent, there are between 140 and 147. I feel like there's the most fights that I want to see people fight each other.
That or 54. Who's
at 54?
You still got Virgil, Barkram, Fondora, Crawford, but Crawford's moving up.
That's a lot.
Tim Tszyu.
I'm
just saying it. It's still...
You're reaching for Tim Tszyu. Last time we spoke about Tim Tszyu, you said he was finished. The last time we spoke about Tim Tszyu, you said he's
still there though, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm saying like there's more between.
There's a lot of names at 40 and 47.
140, 147. There's the most fighters that I can see being different world champions and people that could beat each other. Pause for different reasons.
I feel Pacquiao's coming back, bro. So he's not gonna be absolutely failing.
Wait, man. Yeah, Pacquiao coming back. What's your thoughts? That fight is disgusting. I don't know how he's getting sanctioned a world title. He's becoming number 5 in the rankings, by the way, out of nowhere for no reason.
Yeah, fact, it's crazy.
Yeah, I can't believe it. Disgusting. That is a blight on the sport, in my opinion.
Trust me.
147 heavyweight most entertaining. Heavyweight is traditionally most entertaining. Heavyweight's finished. Heavyweight's traditionally most entertaining, but I think it's done right now. I don't think that we didn't know how good that we had it. If we look at the stable of heavyweights now, we've got Parker. I'm going to take Parker out because he was in the older division that I'm going to name in a second with the Dillian White and AJ's. But we've got Dubois, Wardley, Itoma. Who was in it?
You not Usyk. You can't say Usyk. You're saying he's in the other.
He's in the older.
Cabello.
Anyone from America?
No.
But that crop to me isn't as exciting as when we had Povetkin. Even if we wanted to put Usyk in there, fine, put Usyk in there. When we had AJ, Wilder, Fury, Povetkin, White, Parker. Who else is in that crop?
You see Wilder already.
Yeah, they're the 3 main ones.
Klitschko.
Nah, I can't Klitschko before that.
Fury.
I said Fury, AJ, Wilder,
Parker.
Povetkin, Wilder, White, and Parker.
Andy Ruiz.
Luis Ortiz. Carlos Takam. Who else did they fight?
Kubrat
Pulev. Alexander Povetkin.
Yeah.
All that crop to me was more entertaining than the crop that we've got now, in my opinion. I think heavyweight's kind of ugly. Do you know what I'm saying right now? In my opinion, 135 if they start fighting each other. Facts.
The thing is with 135 is you can't even say that because a lot of the fights that there's only 3 fights that you really, really want to see at 35.
Yeah. Usyk washed up the division. Yeah, he did, bro. Facts. He did. He cleaned it up and it's done now, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we're just gonna watch Dubois try and low blow his way to a controversial fight. And the joy is he might even take a DQ and get paid for a trilogy because there's not really a lot of fights out there for Usyk right now. Mauricio Suleiman is shameless man. Putting someone who's 45 in the top 5. Yeah, disgrace.
This guy will sell his body for anything, bro.
100%. Patman will get folded into a panini. That sounds like a pause. He is too old and washed. Heavyweight is washed right now. I agree. Shane, who's the best out of Clarissa Shields, Alicia Baumgardner, or Shannon Ryan?
Are you talking about looks? If you're talking about looks, Alicia all day. If you're talking about ability, that's not even a question. Clarissa, bro. But if you're talking about looks, I've seen both of them in person. The Clarissa, I ain't seen Sandy Ryan in person or Shannon, whoever that girl is. I don't know who that girl is, but Alicia Baumgardner, she's beautiful. Clarissa Shields is a flipping god. Like when she walks through, her aura is sexy, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like she's got hips that are mad. Like she walks through like a boss as well. Like
Papoose, yeah.
Bro, I don't give a crap. Papoose can't box me, bro.
You look like Papoose,
though. Do I?
You look like a young Papoose.
Nah, I don't still. Maybe I don't know.
Shane looks like a young Papoose, I like. You don't think
if it's gonna get me closer to Clarissa, then I look like anybody, bro.
Fair enough.
But you know what? She would be a hard piece of food to handle, though. She would be a hard piece of food to handle still.
It's like dealing with any Jamaican woman.
Yeah, it will be. The only difference is Jamaican women don't have stamina, like in terms of cardiovascular. So my cardiovascular takes over.
He said, "Look up Shannon Ryan. She's cold. I swear down. If
she's some dead white,
she ain't cold, we're gonna have problems."
Oh yeah, no, he's not telling a lie. Still, she's nice. She's nice still. She's nice, bruv. That is a great recommendation. Look at this. Look at this. I can't even cap. She's actually nice. Yeah, she said that.
That was Michael.
Michael, this guy knows me.
Yeah, I told you. Michael's from Ends, 100%. Michael's got to be from Ends, 100%.
Michael, where are you from? What country are you actually from?
He's definitely Caribbean.
He has to be
Michael Perkins.
Where are you from?
He's definitely Caribbean.
Where are you from? Like originally in
See, I told man. So where is he from?
Where is he from and what country you from?
Came across your channel for boxing. Yeah, Joaquin, love it, bro. Big love, my bro. Christian head is long. She's taken over. Ryan, ooh.
Can't lie though. Clarissa's got some mad hips though.
Word on the street is Bill Haney was getting around Baumgardner.
The man is you know want to know a funny story, yeah? When I was in Vegas last, I bumped into Clarissa Baumgardner. Alicia Baumgardner.
Yeah.
I couldn't do anything because I was actually with a gal at the time, so I couldn't actually. She was literally with me. She's the one who took the picture.
Barbados and West London. Shout out West London in the house. West London in the house.
Where's she from? But I actually asked her about Bill Haney. I was like, oh, I last saw you training with Bill Haney. You coaching with Bill Haney? She's like, no, I'm not. But the way she said it was like,
About attitude.
yeah, like she's proper detached from me.
Yeah.
From her store.
So you probably chopped.
No, I don't think he chopped.
You think?
But then AB saying it, Bearman chopped it. I wish I was just in that line.
I think that it's difficult for women to be around a lot of like male heavy environment and not get chopped out.
I actually heard that she was.
Yeah, I imagine, but them things still get chopped out though.
True.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because I remember Schoolboy Q saying the same thing about SZA when she first signed to TDE.
Could be true.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I don't give a crap, bro. I
I
don't watch guys.
Unless she was laughing at Devin's last performance. Yeah.
She could be laughing, but it doesn't make a difference. She's nice, fam. I don't give a crap. Like, you man are too emotional when it comes to girls, fam. Trust me.
But listen, man, then we are going to be live on Wednesday, either here or at Shane's house, because Shane's got a big family of Tottenham supporters and he himself supports Man United.
Yeah.
So we're either going to be... Are you from Ealing sides? Yeah, I grew up in Norfolk still. I'm from Norfolk.
This guy grew up everywhere in West London.
Yeah. Certified West London legend, bro. But yeah, we're going to be live on Wednesday. We're all praying that Man United can do a job over Tottenham. And then in the next couple of weeks, like I say, we've got Wardley coming up.
And you lot stay tuned.
Mattia coming up. We've got... Who else we got coming up?
Keyshawn Davis.
Keyshawn Davis, my brother, coming up. I mean, we've got enough boxing coming up that we're going to be covering. And then
we've got some content, different content coming out like in the next coming weeks. So just stay tuned, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, let us know what you're feeling.
Yeah, like I say, any ideas you lot have got, keep sending the ideas in. Subscribe to the channel. Please do put a like on the video as well before you leave. And yeah, man, we're going to leave it there. And we'll see you, man, on Wednesday. Peace and love every time.